Well, joining us tonight, Congressman Andy Biggs of Arizona, co-chair of the Border Security Caucus. Congressman Biggs also serves on the House Judiciary Committee, the Science, Space, Technology Committee. He's a member of the House Freedom Caucus. Congressman, great to see you. Let's start with birth tourism. 36,000 a year. You know that number is a fraction of the reality. And these are the first arrests ever. What in the world has been going on in this country? We seem utterly mad at times in this country. It appears that's been a condition for a very long time.
Yeah, Lou, this has gone on for at least 2 decades that I've been studying the issue. And we used to see this primarily in California. We used to see it, and this is what's happening now. It's mostly coming from China. They're spending big dollars. They're going to houses. They're staying in nice houses, and they're having a child here. And the promise is that that child will get birthright citizenship. And we've never gone after it and stopped it. I am so glad we're doing it now. But
I hope it just isn't a one-time photo op and PR initiative. Let me turn very quickly, if I may, Congressman. 8 working days, the number dwindles down to 4 or 5 before the 15th deadline. You have basically said the president should just go ahead and declare a national emergency because the Dems could give a damn about national security.
Yeah, that's right, Lou. Let's face it, there's about 60, 70 Democrats who are now willing to fund a wall, but Nancy Pelosi's held hostage by that group in her caucus that are so radical. Nancy Pelosi has said, no way, we're not going to build a wall. Not going to put money to it. Let's wait.
You and I seldom disagree, but I got to tell you, I think Pelosi is not held hostage by anyone. I think she is leading on this issue. She doesn't want a wall. She's not going to fund a wall. She's declared it over and over, and I think she means it.
Yeah, with that, I would say the one other thing that I think is prime in her mind is she will never give Donald Trump a political victory, and so. She's from California, where they have these sanctuary laws, so that's part of it. I think she doesn't like Donald Trump just as a person. I think that's part of it. So there's all kinds of reasons. She
apparently doesn't think much of the country or her fellow Americans either, because those lives are on the line. 70,000 opiate deaths a year from overdose, as you well know. I mean, we look at the death toll, the devastation, the destruction across that border. And we're damn fools. Why in the world are we putting up with it? Why should we not absolutely take the nose of Lopez Obrador and tweak it just gently until we get his attention?
Well, exactly right. That's why I'm saying it's a waste of time almost to continue this charade of whether we're going to get a deal. We're not going to get a deal. You and I know it. The American people know it. The people supposedly negotiating know it. We need to start building something. Congress has not got it done.
Well, you've said point blank the president should use Title 10 of the U.S. Code, declare an emergency, and get on with it.
Yeah, I mean, he could declare an emergency. He could instead declare a drug trafficking corridor. Both of these are going to give him avenues. I think the drug trafficking corridor is stronger for litigation purposes. We know there'll be litigation. This is the best way.
I don't.
It's got to go. Got to do it.
Litigation that doesn't stop the president, I could care less. The idea that courts would have the temerity to step in and stop a president who is trying to secure the safety of Americans and the security of the nation would be a damn fool.
Well, we've got a bench full of damn fools. You know that, Lou. And so
that's unfortunately very true, Congress.
Yeah, right. I didn't mean to say it that way, but
well,
that's just
you're exactly right. Never apologize for the truth, Congressman, right?
That is the truth, yes. That's right.
So what do you think the odds are? We've got every kind of issue facing us. Meanwhile, the president is being presidential every day. He's leading this great country. Our economy couldn't be stronger, for crying out loud. And I'm watching various business journalists in the country. I mean, when we talked about 302,000 jobs being created in the month of January, they looked like they were going to cry because the president is succeeding on every level.
Well, they want him to fail, as you know, but
they don't give a damn, apparently, if the country fails as a result.
I think that's right. I think that's right. They view it as if the country goes through what they would say is a temporary downturn. It would help them take out President Trump. But President Trump's policies are working. And we can't have people who want the country to fail. We need people who want the country and this president to succeed.
Well, the national left-wing media is full of them, as you know, and the Democratic Party, the radical Dems, and their ever-shrinking little tiny ideas. Good grief.
Yeah.
Free everything? I mean, really? Unbelievable. Congressman, great to see you. Hope you're right.
Thanks, Lou.
Congressman Andy Biggs. I know you're speaking the truth. I just hope you're right. Thanks so much.